Ramadan, a pillar of Islam. It is also known as Sawm. The fasting during the month of Ramadan is the fourth pillar of Islam. It was in Medina, in the second year of Hijrah, that fasting was made obligatory. Until then, the Muslims were commanded by the Prophet to keep the fast of Ashura on the 10th of Muharram. When the fast of Ramadan was instituted, that of Ashura ceased to be compulsory. The Arabic word Sawm is an Arabic word. It means to keep away from something. One who fasts keeps away from eating and drinking throughout the hours of daylight. Above all, he keeps away from things shameful, and he turns his back on lying. Ramadan passes through all the seasons. Ramadan does not always fall at the same time of the year. In fact, it passes through all the seasons. Fasting may be a little difficult if the month falls in summertime, when the days are hotter and longer. But a true Muslim fasts in any seasons, obeying the command of Allah. There are Muslims who love summertime fasting the most. A few virtues and benefits of fasting. The Quran commands that during the 29 or 30 days of Ramadan, the ninth month of the Islamic calendar, Muslims must fast so that they might become conscious of Allah. Fasting provides an exacting exercise in self-discipline, and it strengthens and deepens our faith. It honors the memory of the sending down of the Quran, which took place in the holy month of Ramadan. It makes the faster realize through his own experience how it feels like to be hungry and thirsty, and thus makes him appreciate the needs of the poor. Our body is composed of bones, muscles, and blood. But Allah has given us a soul. We can think, feel, and decide what is good and what is evil. Man, therefore, is higher than animals and the angels as well. Heaven is our homeland. This earth is a place of trial for us. Fasting raises us above ourself and provides a spiritual lift-up. It liberates us from desires and temptations. It is the rein of the God-fearing, that is, it restrains or controls him as a rein controls a horse. Whoever fasts in the month of Ramadan out of faith and seeking reward of Allah will have his past sins forgiven, and he who passes the Laylatul Qadr in prayer out of faith and seeking his pleasure will have his past sins forgiven. Fasting is a shield against sins, so the faster should not indulge in shameful talking. And surely the breath of a faster is pleasanter to Allah than the smell of musk. When to commence fasting. Fasting commences with the new moon of Ramadan and ends on the appearance of the new moon of Shawwal. The Holy Prophet has said, "Do not fast until you see the new moon, and do not end fasting until you see it again. And if it is cloudy, then complete 30 days of Shaban." Another hadith has it, "None of you should fast 1 day or 2 days just before Ramadan, except in the case of a man who has been in the habit of observing a particular fast, for he may fast on that day. This is in order not to mix fard with nafila." Who is bound to fast? Only such people are bound to fast as are full grown and are sane and physically fit. Children who have not come of age are exempted from the obligation of fasting, but it is strongly recommended that you should fast quite often to habituate yourselves to fasting. Persons who may not fast, the following may relax their fast. 1. Children who have not yet come of age. 2. The insane. 3. The sick. 4. The traveling. 5. Men and women who are too old or feeble. 6. Women in the period of menses, delivery, or feeding a baby. But it should be, however, remembered that the sick, the traveling, and the women who have been delivered are not absolutely exempted from fasting. They are required to make up the lost days later on, when the sickness is gone, or when the journey ends. What nullifies the fast? The word for breaking the fast is iftar, and the things that break a fast are called muftir. Sing, muftira. The things which one must abstain from in fasting are eating and drinking, which if resorted to intentionally between daybreak and sunset would break the fast. If, however, they are done forgetfully, the fast would remain and must be completed. But remember well, breaking a fast intentionally before its time is a serious sin. Rinsing the mouth with water, using a miswak, sniffing water into the nostrils, taking a bath, or pouring water on the head to relieve the severity of heat and thirst, using perfumes, or swallowing one's own saliva do not break the fast. A guide to fasting. 1. Always have a light meal before coming of the dawn, known as suhoor. 2. Break the fast on time, preferably with dates, zamzam, or with simple water. 3. Do not eat or drink too much after breaking the fast or at the time of suhoor. 4. Recite the Holy Quran during day and night as much as you can. 5. Offer tarva perfectly. 6. Seek only Allah's pleasure out of fasting. 7. Keep yourselves ritually clean. 8. Observe respect of the month of Ramadan. If you are not fasting for some reason, do not eat or drink openly. 9. Ask Allah's blessings, particularly at the time of the iftar, for it is the time when Allah accepts du'as. 10. Do not play too much during the hours of fasting. This will tire you. 11. Do not indulge in shameful talking. A hadith has it, whoever does not give up lying and acting shamefully, Allah does not stand in need of his giving up food and drink. 12. Fasting is a shield, so let the man who fasts no indulge in any foul speech or do any evil deed. And if anyone fights or picks a quarrel with him or abuse him, let him say, I am fasting, I am fasting. 13. Above all, keep it clearly in mind that the fast loses its value not merely by taking food or drink, but also by telling lies, using foul speech, acting shamefully, or doing an evil deed. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on Islamic practices and spirituality. Don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your Ramadan experiences and tips for a successful fast. Ramadan Mubarak.